Hello and welcome to another episode of Theatre Bath in Conversation with. Hello, my name's Luke and you're watching Theatre Bath in Conversation with, a new series of videos shining a spotlight on theatre, art and culture. We'll take you behind the scenes and we'll give you a chance to hear from those that are making things happen. Please remember to like, comment on and share this video, and if you haven't already, please hit the subscribe button so you don't miss any of our future episodes. For this magical episode, we're chatting with Billy the Kid, a renowned magician who's performed all over the world and runs the Krowd Keepers Magic Theatre at the Bath Alehouse, Bath's only magic theatre. Now, they promise there will be no top hats, no cheese, or no rabbits. Very funny. We popped in to find out what they've been up to and what their plans are for reopening. Thank you for joining us, Billy. Please, can you give us a brief overview of your experience of lockdown, the closure of Krowd Keepers, and what you've been up to during that time?
Hiya, I'm Billy Kid Magician. I run Krowd Keepers Magic Theatre upstairs at the Alehouse every week here in Bath Spa. Since the closure of the theatre in March 2020, it's been tough, I have to say. We've not done any shows, we've not done any performances, which is really hard as this is my livelihood and my passion. It is what I do. So without getting too down on the subject, I've taken this time of coronavirus to be on a little holiday at home. I've been working on tons of new magic for when we do go back to normal, and I know we will, when audiences can gather and we can go to live theatre and shows. I've been working on lots of new stuff, so I'm quite excited to show the public that when it is safe and doable.
How long have you been practicing magic and what inspired you to get into it?
I have been practicing magic for about 13 years now, not quite as long as most magicians. I got into it quite late in life. I saw a street magician in Canada performing the cups and balls, and I knew right then and there I was going to become a magician. I was in my mid-20s and I just needed to do it. It literally took control of my life. So I moved to Bath and became a street magician. I still do street magic whenever I can, and in the meantime I've also run Krowd Keepers Magic Theatre and I perform magic all over the world. It is seriously the best job. I highly recommend it.
What is your favourite type of magic to perform and why?
My favourite type of magic is literally all magic. I'm a huge fan and performer of close-up magic, parlour magic, stage magic, street magic, magic on television, you name it. Where there can be magic, I love it and I will do it. I'm inspired by all different types of magicians, especially here at Krowd Keepers. We got to basically a parlour theatre, so it's kind of stand-up stage comedy magic. And we also have the close-up magic bar called Slight, which is in our cellar here. So it is quite an experience to be had for all, depending on what kind of magic you like.
Can you tell us a little bit about Krowd Keepers? How long it's been running? What gave you the idea to set it up?
So I started Krowd Keepers Magic Theatre in 2014, May 2014. So going on 6 years now here at the Alehouse. Every single week we have done shows. It's been fantastic. And I guess the idea was to have a venue none other in Bath. There's no other magic theatre in the city. Magic is kind of a niche, unique thing. You know, if you're not into, let's say, stand-up comedy, or you don't really want to go see a play, what is that in between? Where's something where you can get your comedy, get astonishment, amazement, and have a good time with your friends and family? So Bath seemed to be the perfect place to do this. There's no other venue like us, I want to say. We also have Slight Magic Bar downstairs in the basement, so you can come buy a ticket, watch our magic shows up here in the parlour theatre, and then at the end of the night you can go down to the cellar Slight, which is open usually till 1 a.m, and watch close-up magic. So you can spend an entire magical evening here at the Alehouse.
You're restarting shows this week. What can audiences expect when they come to visit you, and who will be performing at your first few shows?
So as we plan to reopen this October 2020, things have changed drastically for us. Normally we can cram 35, 40 people into this room. I've had to reduce the audience numbers to about 15 max, and that is according to bubble group. So we're looking at realistically maybe 10 to 15 people I can fit in here to be safe from performer and audience. Hand sanitizer is provided throughout the theatre, so if anyone's touching anything, they have to hand sanitize before and after. It's going to be quite an extreme change for us. The show is shorter, it's only an hour with no interval. We've got 2 big giant windows open for natural airflow, according to the government guidelines. So we are trying to accommodate as best we can for safety for performer and audience, but I think people are ready to come back and watch live theatre. I will be performing myself as I run the place, but also we have some fantastic magicians, Ben Woodward from Corsham, who will also be performing, and Kieran Johnson from Taunton will also be on our list of magicians who have graced our stage many times over the years. So if you have seen them and you want to come back and see how they're going to adjust, do come back. And if you haven't seen them, come and check me and my magicians out, because they are a treat.
What are the bonuses for audience members of having a smaller venue capacity?
I guess the bonuses of having a smaller capacity and doing socially distant magic, well, the bonus is it's a challenge for every performer because it's not normal. But also I think it's quite kind of nice to have a more intimate experience. We're all going through Corona times together. We're all going through this weird, strange time. So we're all very self-aware of the situation. So I just think as a human experience, it's going to be interesting. I think it's going to be entertaining and enjoyable. But it's going to be a nice little intimate show. Imagine you're going to someone's living room, being socially distant to experience some magic, is the best way I can put it.
What message would you give to audience members, and why should they pay you a visit?
Well, I think audiences should visit us because I'm not really sure how many locals know about our theatre here. A lot of tourists do because they check TripAdvisor. We are voted the second best thing to do on TripAdvisor, so quite proud of that. But, you know, we're right in Bath on our own doorstep, and I don't think a lot of people know that we exist because my fault, I've been advertising to tourists, and we do shows every single week. So I think audiences should come and visit if they're looking for something to do, because there's not a lot to do right now. If you're missing live entertainment, if you've never been to a magic show before, it's an experience to be had by everyone, and it is for all ages. We advertise 10 and up because we don't want people to think we're just like this kiddie clown type of show. Magic is actually meant for adults. It works better for grown-ups, but we do have children who come to the shows as well. So I think you should come. Let's not be scared, but be safe, and come see us at Krowd Keepers Magic Theatre.
Thank you, Billy, for giving us this opportunity to speak to you. Tickets for the Krowd Keepers Magic Theatre are now on sale, so please head on over to the Bath box office website for further details. www.bathboxoffice.org.uk, and be sure to follow Krowd Keepers on all of their social media channels for regular updates. If you would like to feature in a future episode of Theatre Bath in Conversation With, please do get in touch. We're interested in speaking to venues, theatre companies, individual artists, crew directors, designers, in fact, anyone who's involved with arts and culture either locally or further afield across the country. Now, we'd like to hear your experiences of COVID and what plans you have going forwards. Please remember to like, comment on and share this video, and whilst you're there, hit the subscribe button as well so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Also, make sure you're following us on social media. You can find us on Twitter, Instagram and Facebook. Just search for Theatre Bath. Thank you all for watching, and check back very soon for the next instalment of Theatre Bath in Conversation With. Until then, stay safe, and I'll see you very soon.